That's not my magnifier.
What do you mean? It's a magnifier. It magnifies and everything?
No, this is my magnifier, with the lens missing, which I'm sure you broke recently. You've replaced the lens with your mom's glasses and glued them together with kids' glue.
That's preposterous. Never have I ever.
Okay, never mind. This will do, I guess. Let's head out.
Fortunately, your mother has reading glasses and not distance glasses, otherwise you'd be stuffed.
You could look through it backwards.
Fine then. Shush.
Oh, so nice to see you two working together again. True friendship is never...
Okay, forget it. I'm going back to the office.
Mr. Bear, I know you wouldn't let little Miss wander around alone. Now, would you?
Why? Is your exaggeration after her?
Listen here, Mr. Bear. Little Miss needs your help. Her brother is missing. Now, you clean yourself up, get your head straight, and help her out, or else.
Yeah, that's right, Mr. Bear.
Sure, gang up on me. Anyways, we should get going. I don't have all night.
Let's head out. Watch my back, Ted.
Sorry. Resident Evil or Pluto or something. Clock.
There's some chain thingies inside.
There are some chain things in the glass case. The best place for them.
It's locked.
Yes, Jack
A
was
random,
complaining.
generic,
It was Bear's
passive
group.
place to occupy empty space. Let's pretend there's something inside. Like...
A golden retriever puppy just for you, doll.
Oh my god, is it really? I want to. Can we take him out? I'm gonna call him Cookie and walk him every day and...
Yeah, no, it was a joke. No one would put a live dog in a sealed box with no air hole.
The accentuated, almost reckless brushstrokes could be an indication of the artist's lack of formal education. Rather than paint with methodical, almost sterile precision, he instead attempts to convey his inner turmoil through his paintings, making his work better appreciated through sheer emotion.
What the hell are you talking about?
You're just such a caveman.
Not what I'm saying,
A
but
lamp.
because there's so much
Nothing
conversation
else
in
to
the
it.
game.
It shines. I can see where I'm going. But if I can see where I'm going, that means I'll hardly ever get lost. So this lamp is like a beacon, reminding me that wherever I am, I can just look around and I'll find my way back home.
Flint through boxes.
Sandwich?
Sandwich.
Get the sandwich.
It's a ham, bacon, lettuce, and mozzarella cheese sandwich on pimento bread. It's mounted on my wall and it shines. So it's like a sandwich that's also kind of a lamp.
It's a banana. What?
It's a fishing village, somewhere on the coast of Norway, probably.
I'm so glad I got dragged out in the middle of the night looking for paintings hanging in the house. What else am I going to do, right?
Plante regularis, a common plant found in most households, I guess.
Why is this house tied together with shoelace?
It's just weird.
Yep, it's weird. That's just, yep. The use of the color green is what makes this painting stand out. You can almost taste it.
Dogs.
Unpacked stuff from our city apartment. I bet it's full of bouncing balls, sorted and packed neatly according to color, size, or bounceability.
There's the bathroom, and there's Flint's room. I think I'm going to go, oh, hang on. I can poke Flint's room, but I can't open it with an arrow.
Maybe you need a key or
Wait,
something.
it's locked.
See?
But why?
I can't think of a badger.
This is mighty suspicious, doll. Wasn't there a hole in the study wall? You know, that one that you used to crawl through when you were younger.
You're right, Snoop. Maybe I can still fit through. It's worth checking out.
Bathroom or her way
You
east.
switch bathroom.
The bathroom. Bathroom. I'm being twangy. Bathroom. Off to the bathroom.
It's so dark in here, Ted. I can't see anything.
The light is busted. We'll have to find a flashlight or something.
That reminds me of one of the rooms in Eternal Darkness, wasn't it? That you go in there and it's too dark and you've got to go and turn the light on, and then you go up and you go, oh, it's a sign. That's disturbing. Hello, Rusty. Study. Hole in the wall. Let's not look at the hole in the wall yet.
It's growing from the sand.
Aren't you perceptive, doll? You should have been a detective.
And you should have been a 10-year-old girl, because you throw like one.
Okay. Anubis stuff. What? Why did you do that?
There's a number written underneath. 107. What does it mean?
10-7's the police code for an unconscious or a dead person.
That's a little grim.
I don't make the rules. I sure as hell don't follow them either.
My grandpa's books. I know you're not supposed to judge a book by its cover, but these look so boring. Just shining away. I have a similar one in my room.
You have the same lamp in your room. It's just asset reuse, those lazy artists.
I've always loved this painting. It looks familiar in a way. I feel like I've been there before.
Yeah? How come you're not in it?
Fairly often in the prequel thing, it was like that. Sort of, you click on this thing on the sea and have a look at the camera and go, use the sea, really, and then carry on.
It's a decorative plaque of some sort, or an award for wood chopping? I don't really know. It looks expensive. Only for looking, not for touching.
Please, whoever finds this log, I'm one of the developers, so bear with me. I didn't want to do it. They've made me. Please send some. Oh no, I can hear him coming.
That's more Stanley Parable than bear with me.
Wow, that's just disturbing.
Yep.
It is the same again, you can't skip.
Wow, that's...
Yep.
Right, fine.
I just love these old paintings. If I fail in my quest to become a world-renowned novelist and Pulitzer Prize winner, maybe I'll become a painter.
Sure. Are they letting just anyone be a painter these days?
Hey, I'm only 10 years old. The world is my oyster. It looks pretty. The sand, I bet, came from somewhere far away.
That dim-witted boy sells these down at the local market. So the sand probably came from...
Nope, somewhere far away. Maybe some desert.
Sure, the desert.
A book titled It's a Wonderful Lie, The Judicial System and How to Exploit It for Profit. So many stupid words. I hate boring books.
I reckon, Jacob, that given this is her grandpa's books, I reckon that they moved into her grandpa's house, and she used to play here as a child and gone through there. And now her grandpa has had his head cut off by the monster from the ruins of Engar. Where? The ruins of Engar, the ones underneath the basement in Eternal Darkness.
Hey, a flashlight. But there are no batteries inside.
There's bound to be some in the house.
We can ask Rusty if he'll give us one of his. I'll take the flashlight with me.
Hold on, didn't you pick up the battery? You'd have thought so.
This won't work. It usually takes 2 or more of these. take this bad boy for a spin.
Adventure makes the world go round.
So many places. If I had a lot of money, I would spin this and travel to where my finger lands. Hopefully not in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Let's take this bad boy. Let's take this bad boy for a spin.
Okay, fair enough.
This chair is so comfortable, but we don't have time to sit around. Well, Ted will probably need to at some point. He's getting old.
Huh? Ah, I wasn't listening. You just ramble on and on sometimes.
You didn't hear me 'cause you're old.
No, Amber, you do ramble on.
Lex injusta non est lex? Funny made-up words. Although they have a certain righteous ring to them. This hole leads to Flint's room. It's covered in cobwebs, though. That's so gross. Go in, Ted, and check it out. I'll wait for you here.
I'm sorry, doll. As much as crawling through spider-infested holes sounds appealing to me, I have to pass. See, spiders tend to nest in my fur, and then I have to take a bath and go through this whole fumigation process. It's a mess.
This hole leads... Go in.
I'm sorry. See, it's a mess.
So, you need to have the duster.
What the hell? What was that?
I don't know, Ted. Lights? Tricks?
Yeah, I guess. I'm getting too old for this.
Thing. This thing.
Yeah, sounds right.
Not really.
That was disturbing.
Coloured.
Kind of silent.
Silent. It was kind of Silent Hill, but also...
It's a treat. Like the ones outside, only this one is inside. It's creepy. I don't like it. For when you get tired of walking up and down this hallway. It's all dried up, serving as a reminder of life's fleeting nature. It's I don't know. You kind of lose your imagination after the 10,000th useless item. It's a lamp. My old trusty lamp.
That one's able to save point.
A save point. Nah, just kidding. What is this, Resident Evil? We have autosave, you dingus. I can see the tree outside our house. It's a willow tree. I know this because 2 years ago at the hospital, my mom told the doctor I fell from a willow tree. It was that one. I can see that. I know this because 2 years ago, it was that one. Oh my, those curtains are wide open. The reflection from the glass is unflattering. I prefer to leave some of the view to the imagination, thank you very much.
You put Rusty in?
It's locked. I mean, of course it is.
Probably sticked.
A painting.
Hey there, Russ. It's been a while.
Sure has, Snoop. Still walking the beat?
Not lately. I finally took some time out to sort things out.
He's pretending he's retired. It takes a lot out of him, apparently.
Well, you couldn't have picked a worse time to retire, Snoop. Things are getting close to boiling point down in the city.
What's going on, Russ?
Wish I could tell you, Bear. I'm as clueless as the rest of them. One thing I know is that I was working at the steel mill one day. The damn place got blown up.
We've heard rumors about some red man. Know anything about that?
I sure do. He's the damn reason all this is happening, Bear. So this Red shows up down at PC. This was a week ago. He goes after the thugs first. Gathers information and such. No one thought nothing of it. Couple of beaten up lowlifes here and there. It's a common trait with these guys, you know? Then, the fire started. I hear a couple of guys down from the coal district gathered a posse. Try to corner this bird. No one heard from him since. And those guys are miners, Bear. They're as tough as nails.
Who is?
Those guys, Ted.
What kind of information is he after?
Well, here's the funny part, Snoop. I heard he was asking a lot of questions about our beloved Miss here. That's why I'm here. After Doris and the kids left the city, I figured I'd come here and make sure Amber stays safe. Now, don't you be dragging her on one of your ill-advised adventures, Bear.
Are you kidding me? Anyways, why would this guy be going around asking about her? You know anything about this, doll? Anyone whose life you're messing with? Besides mine, I mean. Angry boyfriend, perhaps?
Don't get smart. I never heard of this red guy until tonight. Besides, you're the only man in my life, Bear.
Who's getting smart now? So, what kind of information is this guy after, Russ?
Haven't I told you about this already? He's asking about our little Miss here. Is he alright?
He's fine. He's just sleepy and grumpy, and, like, totally not drunk.
Nah, I'm fine. I'm just sleepy and grumpy because she dragged me out in the middle of the night on some wild goose chase.
Nice to see you two getting along after all these years.
This game feels more like it's just her playing make-believe with her toys.
Yes.
Whereas the prequel game felt like it was a world which was inhabited with a talking bear and a old boy and some giant fish.
Have you seen Flint, Rusty? Millie told me he might be missing.
I'm sorry, little miss. I'm afraid I haven't seen your brother. But I'm sure he's fine. Flint is a tough kid. Besides, no one has left or entered this room since I got here.
We've heard the city has been locked up.
Sure is. It's been like that since the mill exploded. The official statement is that there was a gas leak down in the basement level, but we all know better.
How'd you escape?
I used the east tunnel maintenance shaft, but the thing was getting close to collapsing. I think they closed it off completely after I got through.
So you think it wasn't an accident? You think someone is trying to cover something up?
I wouldn't go that far, miss. My suspicion is that the officials don't want to make a big deal out of it. Keep the folks at ease.
What about the mill owner, that Dietz fellow? He made any enemies lately? Filed any big insurance claim or something?
Nah, man. Mr. Dietz is a straight-up bird. Besides, his son was down at the mill when it happened. He had got a little earbuzz, is all.
It's not an important one, I'm just butchering it.
So no one leaves or enters the city at this point?
That's what the lockdown implies, Bear. Folks are still escaping, though. I hear some of them got here through the tunnels. Them mugshot boys were the first to flee, and poor old Millie. I hear she got here safe.
Millie's in my room. She's resting.
Bless your kind heart, little miss. I'll stay here in the hallway. Keep an eye out.
Can you do it, Rust? You seem kind of tired.
I ain't nobody, little miss. Some buster tries to pull a fast one on me, I'll give him a little chin music before I drop a dime on him to the elbows.
What?
He's saying he can do it. You know anything about the Yellow King?
Not really. I guess they left the thing wide open, like open to interpretation. I personally didn't think much of it.
Well, we better get cracking. Catch him.
Sure thing, Snoop.
Thank you, Rusty. Bye.
Bye, little miss. Don't...
Russ, we need a big favor.
What's this about, Bear?
Rusty, we need a battery for our flashlight. We thought you could help us out.
Sure, I got batteries, but here's the problem, miss. If I give you a battery, I gotta shut down for the rest of the night, and I have to keep an eye out.
Can't you give us just one battery, Rusty? You'll still have a couple of them left, right?
Here's the thing, little miss. It's a closed circuit.
She knows. She's just playing on your soft side, Rust. We could take some of that edge off, Rust. Why don't you rest your eyes for a bit and let me and the doll here take over?
You? No offense, Bear. I respect you as much as anyone in Paper City, but this here is different. I don't think you could handle this red guy on your own. You should take care of Miss and Millie and leave the patrol to me.
Are you saying I'm not qualified for watch duty? We have to wrap this thing up fast. There's a bottle of carrot juice in my desk that's longing for my return. We can keep an eye out for anyone suspicious in the meantime. Besides, you know I'm more than qualified. That nasty business from a couple of years ago, with them robots going missing. I was the one that brought that whole shady affair down, and you know it.
Are you trying to play me, Bear? I know you had nothing to do with that. That thing went so high up, there's no chance in hell Snoop like you even got close to wrapping it up.
You seem to have blown a fuse there, Rust. It was me who cracked that case, and I can prove it. I have the case file and the credentials, handed to me by the commissioner in my office somewhere.
Okay, settle down there, Bear. Let's make a deal. You show me the credentials, and I'll hand over the battery. It's not that I don't believe you. I just want to make sure you're not playing me, is all.
Ted and Amber, move away.
Oh my god, Ted, you're not supposed to read the brackets. A do-over?
Keep it rolling! We should get to my office, though. There's an old file I have to find.
What's this whole deal about anyways? Why can't he just give us a battery? We can keep an eye out.
Rust is having a hard time coping with what happened. He worked in that mill for over 20 years, and now suddenly he's got nothing to do. Let's just do this to humor him.
Poor Rust. Okay, you're right. Let's find...
I think by the time this is over, we're going to meet a lot of people in his position.
Be careful.
There should be an old file here, somewhere. Nasty business from a couple of years ago. The robot union hired me to look into several cases of robot kidnapping.
I remember. That CEO of Illuminarium, Skinner, used robot parts to manufacture headlights at low prices.
Yep, I brought down that whole shady deal. Almost got shot in the process. Rust finds me unqualified for lookout duty. Probably thinks I'm a burnout.
You're not a burnout, Ted. I mean, you were more driven before, but I understand you've had a lot on your mind lately. Anyways, I'm really glad you're with me on this one.
Sure thing, doll. What am I going to say no to you?
Thanks, Ted.
Don't mention it, partner.
It's full of Ted's... There. Is this it?
Yep, that's the one. Let's head back to that hothead robot.
Did I?
There you go, buddy. Signed and authorized by Commissioner Locke himself. Anyways, we really need that battery now, Rust. Time's a factor here.
So it was you. I'll be damned. That was a big deal for us robots, you know? I always held you in high regard, Bear. But you just earned my utmost admiration, let me tell you. You can have my battery. I can use a little shut-eye, to be honest. Keep an eye out. Keep little Miss here safe. Oh, and check on Millie from time to time. Make sure she's all right.
Thanks, Rust. We won't let you down.
Thank you so much, Rusty. Get some sleep. We'll wake you up in the morning.
I'm finding it entertaining that you can power an entire robot on the one battery, but not the flashlight, which needs two.
He had a couple left, but maybe he needs 3 to be fully one-wattted. The battery needs 2 to be fully one-wattted. You said it was a closed circuit, so he is taking one battery out, breaks the circuit,
It's so
and then
dark in here, Ted. I can't see anything.
The light is
He is the
busted.
closed
We'll have to find a
circuit
flashlight or
He is
something.
returning to the beginning.
So I can't go in there with the flashlight and then turn it on. You got to turn it on first. Hey, you said you could buy.
Hey, I got it working.
Right, you use the flashlight on the batteries, not the battery on the flashlight, obviously. Fine.
Pole results on the cushion, not the cushion on the pole results, honestly. I have to say, if someone random were listening to this, that would make no sense to them.
It didn't
You
make
should
sense
really
the
know
first
what
time.
this is by now, buddy.
It's where I take long showers and contemplate life. Also, I sing. Cascading waterfalls. Maybe in our world, a happy little bush lives there. Just sitting there between light and dark shades of blue. A waterfall. Submerged ruins. A painting of
The submerged ruins of an ancient temple
classic
makes me think of
TP.
duck nests.
What's there left to say that hasn't been published in Science Weekly already? Am I right?
Fall into it, never come out again.
Where's the money,
What's the
Lebowski?
scale?
It's just one of the many cabinets around the house. Nothing interesting about it, really.
There's some creams, I think, on the cabinet.
I swear if the window first thing.
Just some stuff I don't really care about. It's full of bat. Nah, I'm pretty. Lots of creams and powders, also hair gel, a sponge thingy, intended to make you look presentable when applying for a low-income 9-to-5 position to grind away the days. I don't really know what all that means. I picked it up in a movie once.
It's like toilet paper.
I'm not going through trash. It's just my work ethic. No, but nice try, Mom. Used for not washing your face, because water is gross in the morning. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who will be a beautiful princess who's bound to live a long and happy life in a castle somewhere in France and have lots of ponies?
You are Amber? Like for toads.
I knew it.
Did that thing just talk?
I don't know. Did it? Every time I look at it, I see a beautiful princess. She's bound to live a long and happy life in a castle somewhere in France and have lots of ponies. It's full of uninteresting stuff. Pairs of towels just hanging out.
In terrible repair.
Yeah, and then they're even more expensive and more covered in Practical One and regulations. So you need to have bottomless pockets to make things not fall over.
Fun fact, if you stuff a bunch of them down the toilet and flush, the water will overflow and the repair guy will come to fix it. He will also complain about the economy and how he has to work on Sundays.
So I'd assume there was some kind of... Oh, there's a duster there next. So it wasn't part of it. It was like a plunger duster.
It does look like a
Doesn't.
plunger.
Why would you keep a duster side down on the bathroom floor under the sink?
You wouldn't.
Sure, it's the worst possible place to keep it. That's where you keep your plunger, which I assume was part of the cleaning stuff at first.
This duster may come in handy. I'll take it with me just in case.
Maybe travel with it.
Interesting.
What's happening? What is this? Doll, you seeing this?
I don't know, Ted. What was that?
It's fine. It's nothing, probably. It's the middle of the night, and the light is playing tricks on us. Let's go.
Whose pig is this? It's this pig. Whose pig? This pig.
Big with the power.
Whose pig? Power pig.
Who's pig?
Pig. Bore with me.
Remind me of the pig.
Pig. That's the wrong babe you're thinking of there. With babe, what babe? Oink.
There, I cleaned it up. Go crawl through.
Why don't you crawl through?
Obviously, I can't fit. Otherwise, I would totally do it.
Sure you would.
There's going to be putting the kettle on interlude at this point. Kettle said.
Kettle, yes please.
Kettle.
Kettles and headaches and kettles.
mustard on my head. It might be a reason.
Sqook. Go to Flint's room. What? Oh, it's a plot.
The case was spinning out of control, so fast I had to hold onto my hat. Nothing made sense, and it was getting more twisted by the
If nothing makes sense,
We've
we'd
come
like to
across
know
an
what
old
it
buddy
is.
of mine who has suddenly found himself out of purpose and place. The steel mill, where Rust worked for years, got blown to bits. Hundreds of hard-working, honest people lost their jobs overnight. The police are writing it off as an accident. Coincidentally, there were a lot of accidents this past week. The whole damn city was burning up, but no one was doing anything about it. Did I pick the wrong time to get out of that dump? According to Rust and Millie, one man is responsible for all this mayhem. In 1 week, he's become a synonym for fear throughout the city, and police and thugs alike are shuddering at the mention of his name. They call him the Red Man. I have a strong feeling in my gut. It's all somehow connected. My retirement, the fires, and the official cover-up. What happened to Flint, the Red Man? It's all leading to her. I feel she is the key to all of this. The last piece of the puzzle I have to solve. Does she know more than she's led me to believe? Or have I let my suspicions get the better of me? It's hard for me to admit this. It's also downright stupid. But I've let myself trust her over the years we've worked together. And I have to trust her now. Sooner or later, we'll find ourselves back in that hellhole in the city. This bond I have with her will be the only thread I'll have to hold on to when things go from bad to worse. In Paper City, all bets are off, but the stakes were never as high as now.
What? The Mugshot brothers are here. With a box and a big box. And a sword, a level 6 sword.
A level 6 sword. It has higher damage than my gun. I'm more of a range guy myself. Maybe I can sell it at a shop.
That's very strange.
I'll just sell the sword, buy some revives for later. Just pants, neatly folded and thrown over the closet. I've got a sudden urge to play it on stage and destroy it over the drum kit.
It's not stressing that.
An empty box. Just think of the possibilities. It's a cardboard box. I bet there are all kinds of useful things inside. A lamp. No, that's not right. It's a lamp. L-A-M-P. Depicting colors contained by various forms and shapes.
Dangerous colours and shapes.
Empty sheets of paper spread across the table surface. What future awaits those sheets of paper? Will they ever become a book?
I'm avoiding the brothers because it's going to be a very long
A book
conversation. so they're
titled
not-
Half-Life 3.
Interrupt
Oh,
my team.
I bet it's fantasy.
Therefore, let's save the.
An empty glass. It's the biggest mistake I've seen all day. That's what that is. A bag of candy. I knew a girl named Candy once. Whatever happened to her? Just some rope. I bet someone will find this extremely useful. Not me, though. It looks like a match in a small metal container. Is it? Did I get it right?
That's quite weird.
It looks like a match in a solid container, it's true. I don't know why there's one there.
What is this? A car for ants? A book titled A Small Car on Top of Me, The Life of a Book. What? What sort of literature is this?
What? This makes less and less sense.
The weakest link in this whole construction. Maybe I could exploit that. I don't like pillows. I'm far too rugged for such comfort.
You're full of stuffing. Steeping boots. Right, I have tea. There's a rope. There's always a rope.
Is there another way?
We'll have to find another way. Well, this thing really stands out.
Hey, are you watching Schindler's List?
A wise man once said, the windows are the eyes of a house.
What? That's
Is
not
it a
like
monkey?
what saying
Roses in a field? An orange? I'm really bad at appreciating art. Someone, somewhere, put their soul and moderate effort into making this, and I hate it. Nothing a little paint there can't fix.
Right then.
The dictionary defines a cabinet as a body of high-ranking state officials, typically consisting of the top leaders of the executive branch, usually called ministers. There you go. That's what this is. Only small. Lowlifes. I guess they are so used to police interrogations. Standing in front of bright lights is where they feel most at home. I had a feeling I'd find you two lurking around. How is it that whenever something fishy goes down, you two are peeking around the corner?
Save your monologues for the shower, Snoop. We didn't do it.
And what exactly didn't you do?
Whatever you're implying we did or didn't do.
So you did it.
It depends.
Depends on what.
If we did whatever you're hinting that we did, or for that matter didn't do, and if the answer might incriminate us to a certain degree, then as a fact, I can state that we didn't do it. See? But if not doing it, whatever it is you're implying we did or didn't do would put us in the same position as in the previous statement, considering it was true, then we certainly did do it.
This is going nowhere. If you weren't a crook, you could have had a career as a lawyer, although the two aren't mutually exclusive.
Yeah? Well, if you weren't a Snoop, you could have had a career as a drunk, although the two aren't mutually exclusive. See?
Don't act smart with me, lowlife. I'll take you downtown faster than you can say I'm guilty. Now start spilling the beans, or this friendly get-together might turn out ugly for you too. So, why are you here exactly?
That's none of your business, Snoop.
Listen here, you lowlife. I know you operate on the west side these days. I've seen you down with your face in the mud coming out from those 24-hour carrot bars near the harbor. I know you've seen things. You two better start being useful, or else.
Oi, Copernicus, how about you take a long walk down the shore pier, see? We ain't seen nothing. We're just a couple of them hard-working individuals, see? We know our rights. We pay them taxes and such. What's a Snoop like you even gonna do? You ain't a cop, see?
You got that right, pal. I ain't a cop. That just means I can throw a couple of knuckle sandwiches your way before I take you two lowlifes in. Not that anyone would care. I can just say I found you that way, or that the Reef King got to you before I did.
Maybe it's time you leave two exemplary citizens like us alone and find yourself someone else you can bother, see? I hear that crazy old coot's been chasing seagulls down at the harbor lately. Maybe he can help you, see?
CBG. Haven't seen him in a while. You're saying he knows something?
It's worth a shot, ain't it? It's not like you're getting anywhere with us. It's just that getting the information out of him might prove to be quite a task, see?
Don't worry about that. Me and him go back a long way. He'll talk to me.
CBG? Crazy bird guy. Yeah. What did you
Because crazy old cooch is a typical thing. It's typical. Cooch is a bird, yes. But also crazy old cooch is a typical thing to call someone in these kind of whatnot
Is it?
chances.
Okay.
You two lowlifes heard anything about the Red Man?
We might have heard something. My memory's a bit fuzzy these days, see?
Tell me what you know, and the next time the Reef King asks me about you two, I'll forget about your whereabouts.
We've sorted it out with the shark, Snoop. We started a nice little enterprise with them. See, me and John here have a way with the tourists. The deal is to take them on a nice little tour around our beautiful city that ends in his gambling house.
There are numerous attractive locations scattered throughout the city, but sometimes you just have to go that extra mile if you want to experience it the way the locals do. For instance, there's a lovely little deli store just off of Peril Street, halfway down to the harbor. Their madeleines are to die for. Just pick a spot on their beautiful terrace and enjoy a good book or a romantic evening with that special someone.
Yeah, see? That's right, John.
Ha! I bet whatever they keep in their wallets, by the end of the day, the shark sends his goons to clean them out when they leave. Am I right?
Well, yeah, but that's just his style, see?
I bet it is.
What was the sea in response to?
Where is Flint Ashworth?
Beats me. He wasn't here when we arrived. Is he missing?
No, I'm just asking because I started a barbershop quartet, and I need a strong baritone, but also someone that can take the lead if necessary.
For these types of situations, you need someone that has a wider range.
Shut up, John. He's just pulling your leg.
So you're saying you had nothing to do with his disappearance?
Who do you take us for, Snoop? We ain't no kidnappers. The kid probably went to see his friends or something, see? Besides, he's a tough kid. I'm sure he's fine.
Sure, because kidnapping is way over the line for you two. It's one of the few things missing from your MO. Maybe you thought you should step up the game. Who put you up to it?
Whoa, as I said, we ain't no kidnappers, see? We may have our differences, you and I, but you know we would never go as far.
All right, you're off the hook, for now. Why'd you escape the city?
Who says we escaped? Me and John just came to enjoy ourselves out in the country, see? We might take up fishing, or hiking. Yeah, those types of things.
That's just great news, Jimmy. I love it here. It's so relaxing.
Sure, and your escape had nothing to do with the recent activities regarding the Red Man?
What Red Man? Also, Snoop, Native American is the proper nomenclature, I do believe.
You know who I'm talking about, so stop playing dumb. Not you, big guy. I know you can't help it.
Help what? What are we talking about?
Forget it. I just don't get why you would protect someone that made you flee the city in the middle of the night.
Hold on there, Snoop. We're not protecting anyone. It's just that this guy, he's not your average sap, see?
Your memory's getting a bit better, eh?
Hey, we want to see this all sorted out as much as anyone. With all the folks leaving the city, it's bad for business.
Sure. I can only imagine. What do you know about him?
Not much, and the things we heard are mostly just stories. He's setting fires and whatnot down in the city. Wants to see it all burn. See? No one will stop this guy, Snoop. Not even you.
He's the reckoning this city was due for. He won't stop until everything is dust, and we lie forgotten in the sands of time.
What? What the hell are you talking about, John? Don't listen to him. He had a rough night.
Well, you two were useful as always. I have to go. When I come back, I hope, for your sake, nothing will be missing.
Besides the kid, you mean?
You trying to be funny, or you got the sudden urge to confess?
First one, yeah. See you later, Snoop.
You better believe it. One more thing. You didn't find a key by any chance lying around the house.
Oh, yeah, we did. It was just lying on the floor.
That's what I thought. How about you hand it over to me? I'll keep it safe for you guys.
Sure thing, there you go. Now don't go telling people we never helped you. It's like we're partners now, see?
Sure.
Well, that was unexpectedly helpful at the end.
Yes.
the weakest link in this. No.
So you could exploit the rope, but not with your sword.
No. No.
It's a small car. Surely I want to use a magnifying glass on a small car. Make it a large car. Okay, so I can't exploit the rope somehow. Is it a thing?
Any leads on?
It's classified.
Nothing useful. I remember having a crush on Beverly Christie in high school. Then she saw me one day and called the cops, amongst other things.
I forgot one is locked. Isn't
Parents' room was locked.
Things room is locked.
Those two clowns are in there, not being useful as always.
Did you ask them about Flint?
I did. They didn't know anything. I think they're just hiding from someone.
The Red Man?
That's my best bet, but who knows with those two.
So Flint's not in there?
No.
What should we do, Ted? We have to find him.
Well, we're not going to find him standing here. We should check other rooms. Maybe he's hiding somewhere. Mugshots gave you this key to your parents' room. That they, totally just found lying on the floor.
We should start there then.
Such forward ideas. You're going to be a fine detective one day.
Thanks, Bear. You too. There should be a key. It's unlocked. Hope I don't get into trouble over this.
Why did those goons have and give us the key to this room? They just suddenly gave us the key at the end for no obvious reason.
Yes.
An armoire. That's fancy talk for closet. It's my parents' closet, also known as a cliched hiding spot when playing hide and seek. It's plastic wrap for your clothes, for some reason.
Jazz for your trousers.
I'll take this film strip with me. Maybe I can develop it later.
But not the camera, just the...
It's for sitting down. Like, way down. My parents' bed. It's so big and comfy. My bed is like sleeping on a pile of rocks. Well, not really. It's really soft and fluffy, but this one's better. It looks a lot like a horse brush. If you draw with it on your mom's evening dress, she'll get like really, really mad. Like volcanic eruption mad. I feel like these should grow in a pond. I could be wrong.
And also... dark room.
A painting of some guy. Let's name him. Jeffrey. What do you think, Ted?
I don't, but he does look like a Jeffrey.
Jeffrey Creepyface. His eyes would follow us around the room, if he had any.
And if we existed,
I feel like all of these are connected in a way. Some paintings depicting life in a small rural community. This lamp is pretty. So tall and lean and lacy on top. It's like a supermodel lamp.
Probably held to clean though.
just like a supermodel. Ah, it's a dark room. It's a dark room. Okay.
You have to find a red filter for lamp. I mean flashlight, sorry.
My mom uses the same one to wash Ted in.
What? That's not true. I have a shower in my office.
Oh, you do you? My mom...
What?
Oh.
You focusing on that? Why are there arrows pointing at the everything?
Sketch on the floor like a state.
The 107 is certainly the code behind the whatnot. It's true. But
Just a bunch of stuff used to develop photos.
we don't develop the plot until everything else in the
You put a
entire
film
game
inside,
is
and then it projects onto some piece of paper that you bathe, and you get photos. Nothing happened. There's something missing.
This
Dun, dun.
is
Nothing happened. There's something missing.
Probably not the duster.
I don't think so.
way to enlarge the thing. I've taken the latent image. I don't know what a latent image means. But apparently I can use it on the film enlarger.
There. Is it over? Is that it?
Looks the same to me.
Some detective you are. Obviously something happened. We need to use the developing liquids now, and then we get the photo.
What could possibly go wrong?
It sounds like you're doing it in the wrong order, but I don't know enough.
Used to develop photos of you going to visit your boring old relatives that one summer when you had nothing else to do. Just some canisters filled... Extremely breakable, especially when thrown or dropped against a hard surface. If I had a sharp piece of bamboo and some sugar water, I could lure fireflies inside and use them as a makeshift lamp. Ingenious!
You know your house has electricity.
I bet it's filled with boring landscapes. Going through trash is not on my to-do list. I'll take this tape with me. I can use it to tape Ted to a flagpole. Seems like you can pour something in it, like water or fire.
Or earth or air.
Big $A# bottle.
Big bottles. Step right up, folks. Witness the amazing bottle twins. Big bottle. It's just a tap.
That's why it's all bleeped out.
Guess this room isn't so dark after all.
It's true. Oh, let's go to the hay.
Oh, you're not going to try that developing fluid on the latent thing?
I couldn't do any developing fluid.
Oh, okay.
I don't think. I mean, these things here weren't exable. There's containers.
Used to develop photos. Fascinating.
But I assume that you mentioned something about liquid if there were a thing to do. So I didn't think it'd be a thing worth trying.
I can't use that.
Okay.
There we go. It was the number from the statue. Not a police code for anything, Mr. I don't follow no rules. Hey, these are the liquids for developing pictures. I'll take them with me.
There we are.
So we are.
There. We just need the empty photo thingy to put it in.
The empty photo thingy to put it in. Not the later do for her to put in it.
Well, she might be.
I think this game has
Stuff.
difficulty.
That's sinister.
Oh my god, Ted. That's him. That's the red man. He's in my house.
Okay, calm down. That could be anyone.
Oh, no, it's him. He's in my house and he did something to Flint. I have to find Mom and Dad.
Wait, don't be so rash. There's probably an explanation for this. Don't get your parents involved, doll. They're having a hard time as it is. This could be just a prank, is all I'm saying. We should get back to Millie.
Yeah, you're right. We have to wait, though. The room is locked by a mechanism connected to that machine over there, and it will unlock in a couple of minutes. My dad made it like this so no one would barge in and light up the room when he's developing photos.
Alright, so we're waiting.
Not from the outside during this, but not from the inside.
So, have you been lately?
That's sinister. That's not an oversized plant.
Wait, you're playing as the Red Man.
I'm not going in there because that's where I am.
Snooze.
this is odd. Do something. I can talk to. No! Give me the option to attack Mrs. Fibuli.
Aren't you supposed to ask, have you seen Baggins?
Oh, when that was though, so should I have attacked? Would I have attacked?
Might have just made no difference.
It's true. I made a scene in the attack. I can remember that there's a manual save. I could have a manual save before attacking. Or before not attacking.
Millie, are you okay? We heard a scream.
Oh, thank goodness you're here. It was him, the red man. You just missed him.
We found a photo. He's in my house, Millie.
You just missed him. He must have heard you two coming, 'cause he jumped out the window seconds before you came in. I can't imagine what would have happened if you hadn't shown up.
It's okay, Millie. We're here now. You're safe.
We should get moving. Is there any entrance to the city we can use at the moment?
There's one in the attic. Maybe we can use that one.
Yeah, good idea. Let's head out.
What about Millie? Are we gonna leave her alone? What if the red man shows up?
She'll be fine. Millie's a tough broad. She'll probably whack the hell out of him until he's had enough and surrenders to local authority.
Millie, are you gonna be fine on your own?
Don't worry about me, little miss. I'll go and find some place to hide. You two better be careful out there.
Look and see if I could have attacked the leader. So. walkthrough, they attack Millie, and you go back to the room and you find Millie lying on the floor. Oh, looking sort of like Hobbs does when the parents are around. i.e. looking like a toy giraffe. I checked the guide beforehand, it would say save your game before doing this, and then you could do both options to get both trophies. Fine. Yes.
I'll just take the nail with me. The uses for it are practically endless. Since I'm paying for the view, I might as well enjoy
You
it.
could say differently now on the grounds of everything. Right, attic you say. I don't think I've seen a way up to the attic.
Now we know it's there, perhaps that'll be an obvious loft ladder.
It's true. Ah, maybe this decoration is actually an
Let's just...
It's just...
Yep. A door that leads to the attic. No, really, that's all there is to it. It leads to the attic, hence the name, the attic door. A door, no, really. It's locked.
I will break it open with this nail. Oh.
That actually worked? You just unlocked something with an old rusty nail? How convenient is that? That's just lazy writing.
Don't be such a negative Nancy, Snoop. Of course it worked. My genius knows no bounds.
Hook thingy.
It hangs on these chain thingies. Yay, I got the hook thingy. I bet this will be super useful, like, really soon.
Can I use the hook thingy on the ceiling thingy?
Do what with it?
Well, hook the handle and pull it down.
I don't think so.
Stab a sword into the end, make it longer and hook a thing to it. Can I duct tape the hook?
This won't work. It usually takes 2 or more of these. Come on.
Maybe you, in fact, you're supposed to find a pole to duct tape the hook to, and they...
Well, there was the let go of the menu in this game is terrible. No, I don't want to use this. Fine.
Are you even?
I'm trying to use your stupid menus. This stupid game.
Wait, it's locked.
Right, so I need to kind of pole then, presumably, don't I?
Results.
Yes, I need to push the cushion results into the pole. I don't think I've seen a pole anywhere. No, I have. On the globe.
Ooh.
At the top. Let's see if I can take the pole from the globe.
Let's take this bad boy for a spin.
I'm going to use the hook on the globe.
Come on.
I'm going to sword on Ted.
I can't use that.
Okay. I've not really used the magnifying glass yet, have I? Or the sword, or the anything really.
Mike, I know you're not... A book titled Indoctrination of Roman Dutch Law in the Courts of South Africa. Well, that makes no sense whatsoever.
I see. I mean, there was a broom in here attached to the bed as part of the thing support, but I couldn't think with it. I'm sorry. But the Stoke brothers still in there.
Probably. Not sure how they get out.
Yeah.
We'll have to find another way.
What have you got in your inventory?
Same things. I have the same thing.
No.
That's true. You can try using a knife.
What was fuck up?
Yeah. I mean, he's been there since the start of the game. It must be useful for something.
Oh. I assumed, given I found the sword in this one, that I was supposed to use it there. That was irksome. Thank you. I do get stuff to go to the glasses.
I'll take it with me. Maybe Millie can tell me something more about it.
Fortunately, she's not dead. Well, let's go and talk to Millie.
I can't use that.
I missed Millie and tried to use it on the hallway west.
Millie, we found this piece of red cloth in Flint's room. We thought you could tell us something more about it.
I'm afraid I don't recognize this particular fabric, but by the feel of it, it feels like a firefighter's uniform. I'm sorry, but that's as much as I can tell.
A firefighter's uniform. This is getting stranger by the minute. What do you make of this doll?
I honestly don't know, Ted. I'm a bit shaken up at the moment. I have to go find Mom and Dad. Whoever this red man is, he's done something to Flint.
Please don't get your parents involved again. I suggest we head out to Paper City and see what we can dig up on this guy. We can go down to the docks and talk to CBG. He's bound to know something.
I mean, are we going to go like talk to Cambridge train station or something? Is it obvious in here to use a hook? Anything else in here? Anything else that's matter?
It's just... I use this chest unlike most...
Ooh. Ooh. There's a piece of wood propping the window open. That's why I can't close the window.
I'll take it with me. With some proper crafting, it can be used to access things out of my reach.
Hinted the game, thinking it was a stoat.
Do what with it?
Many of the complete badgers.
This won't work. It usually takes 2 or more of
I
these.
want to tape the button board to the thing with the duct tape, unfortunately.
This won't work. It usually takes 2 or more of these.
Yeah, but I can't combine. Can I combine the hook with the pole? No. Can I combine the hook with the duct tape?
This won't work. It usually takes 2 or more of these.
What happened when you combined the wood with the hook with the pole?
What?
You said, can I combine the hook with the pole, and then I didn't hear it say why you couldn't.
Because it doesn't.
I don't think so.
This is no. I want to combine the 3 things, but I've nowhere to combine 3 things.
This won't work. It usually takes 2 or more of these.
I mean, this seems like a useful thing to be doing.
This won't hold on its own.
Okay, I'm sure I have tried that repeatedly, you know.
There. Now I can have higher aspirations.
Hinted the game.
That what? Was it like a magic spell, wand or something there?
I mean, I like that novel. I wish I had that.
Millie, Rust, and the mugshots all escaped through the East Tunnel. It's closed off now. We've heard from several sources now that the police commissioner had ordered a lockdown. I was starting to wonder, was it to keep everyone at bay until they catch the person responsible? Or was it to maybe keep someone out? It's too big a coincidence that all of this started to happen at the same time I left the city. And now, I find myself unable to return. I've come across the Mugshot brothers, but as expected, they were uncooperative. Wise guys. Reasoning with them is a fruitless effort. However, the little information I got from them could be useful later. They seemed nervous. I mean, more than usual. We found some clues around the house that could help us find Flint, but so far, everything is leading nowhere. I've examined the evidence myself, but can't connect the dots yet. It seems appropriate the last case in my career would be like this. Everyone knows the story. The detective only has a couple of days till retirement, but then, the lady in distress shows up and begs him to help her out. He decides, against all reason, to do this one last thing. But the case proves to be his hardest yet. Somewhere down the line, the detective gets shot. Fade to black. We had a run-in with the main suspect, the man in the red hood. He gave Millie quite a scare. Who knows what would have happened if we had gotten there just a little late. It was getting more obvious now. He's the one responsible for Flint's disappearance. We had to table all of our options, and we decided to go back to Paper City. I have an informant there that could know some things, and that's our best bet at the moment. Red, it seems, wants to get to Amber, so I figured I'd draw him out. Best place to do that is the city. I need to level the field, coordinate with the police, and to set the trap. After we get him cornered, I'll make him talk, and we'll find out what happened to Flint. Let's just hope it's not too late.
What? That's an unusual checkpoint.
Also, how do you spell stop?
It's locked.
That's the famous painting on the floor roadside thing. Sod. There's a video of someone carefully, beautifully painting sod. Along like they was the school as well.
It's locked. A bucket. That's a funny word. Bucket. Bucket.
Cock. It's Brian.
Good evening, officer.
Oh my god, Miss Ashworth, is that really you? I must say, I've only seen you in the papers, but you look even better in person.
Stop, you're going to make me blush. Oops, too late. No, but seriously, officer.
Burke, Miss Ashworth, but you can call me Brian.
Okay, Brian. We need to enter the city. You see, we're working on this case and we need to find a friend of ours. He might know some things.
I'm terribly sorry, Miss Ashworth. I'm afraid no one is allowed to enter the city at this point. Not even a beloved and well-known celebrity such as yourself. I'm so sorry.
Well...
So sorry.
That's okay.
So sorry.
Aren't you a bit young to be a policeman?
Police officer, actually. I'm fresh out of the academy, but I'm planning to make detective in a couple of years.
Well, that's ambitious.
Is that a fake mustache?
No.
It is! It just fell on the floor.
Well, this is embarrassing. I'm sorry. Everyone at the station has a mustache these days, and I just can't seem to grow one myself. My fiance even makes fun of me sometimes.
Well, I think you look just dashing without a mustache. It makes you look younger.
Thank you kindly, miss.
That's a tough deal, kid. You'll have a hard time becoming a detective if you don't have a mustache.
But you don't have one, Mr. Bear.
I'm a private snoop, Jimmy. I don't need to fit in. I walk my beat alone.
Oh my god!
Stevie, you know anything about the Red Man?
I'm sorry, Mr. Bear. I really can't discuss such matters. I will tell you one thing, though. The word on the street is that the suspect, codename Red, is asking a lot of questions about Miss Ashworth.
What kind of questions? What's so interesting about Amber, anyways?
Hey!
Don't worry, Miss Ashworth. You're the most interesting person I know. If I was a crazy lunatic with an agenda, I'd stalk you too.
Aw, that's so cute. Thank you, Brian.
Oh no, now I'm blushing.
I just have to interrupt, whatever this is. Jerry, what kind of information is Red after?
It's Brian, sir, and I'm afraid I don't really know much about the subject. Only what I hear from the fellow police officers here and there. Besides, I'm not in a position...
To discuss such matters, yeah, I know. You haven't seen Flint Ashworth by any chance?
Miss Ashworth's brother?
That's right. Have you seen him?
I'm sorry, Mr. Bear. I'm confused.
That's understandable, son. You're a Paper City police officer. Never mind that now. Can't you make an exception to let us pass? Just this once.
Mr. Bear, as much as I admire both you and Miss Amber, seriously, I'm a huge fan, but orders are still orders. Things are getting really bad down in the city. If anything were to happen to Miss Amber, I could never forgive myself.
Dave, who ordered this lockdown?
The state officials. Mayor Mills himself signed the decree. I'm afraid without the mayor's signature, no one is allowed to enter or leave the city at the moment. And it's Brian, sir.
And how come the city is on lockdown anyways?
I'm afraid I'm not in a position to discuss such matters, Mr. Bear. Terribly sorry.
So, what is it we need to do in order to enter the city?
Well, I suppose you would have to get clearance, signed by Mayor Mills himself.
And he'll just sign his clearance, no questions asked.
Normally, no. I don't think so. But since you're in the company of the beautiful and talented Miss Amber, I'm sure the mayor will make an exception.
I'll have to get the mayor on the phone to sort this thing out.
You think he'll let us enter the city?
I really don't know, but that drunk owes me a couple of favors. It's time to call him up on it. To the Batcave.
Mayor's office.
Hello there, doll. This is Teddy Bear. You may know me from such cases as saving the mayor's ass on several occasions. I've also set you up with a buddy of mine that one time.
Of course, Mr. Bear, I know who you are. Are you looking to speak with the mayor, Mr. Bear? Because I'm afraid he's not in at the moment. Can I take a message?
No, I have to talk to the mayor personally. It's important. When will the mayor be back?
The mayor should be in first thing in the morning, Mr. Bear.
Okay, never mind. Thanks anyway, doll. He's not in, and we don't have time to sit around and wait till he sobers up. We'll have to find another way.
Hey, what if we made the clearance ourselves?
That's falsifying government papers, doll. I like it. There should be some stationery around here. Give me a minute. Have a drink while you wait.
A drink of what? Make-believe water?
Never mind. Here it is. You're an artist of sorts. You can do this, right?
Not really. I could probably make a stamp out of something, but I can't falsify the signature.
Fine. I'll get those two goons to do it.
The mugshots? You think they'll help you?
Don't worry. My right knuckle can be very persuasive.
Be careful, you two.
I think the episode 1 is nearly finished. Steph, if you want to watch the last few minutes of it, I noticed that while I was looking at the melee options. As in, we're very near the bottom of the page of the walkthrough. I could be the last paragraph of the walkthrough. Takes an hour to do, of course, but...
I need your help, lowlifes. I've got this fake clearance to enter the city, and I need you to falsify the mayor's signature.
And what makes you think we're the right guys for this? Do we look like counterfeiters to you?
Yes.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, we can do this. But again, what's in it for us?
You better do it if you ever want to play the clarinet again.
What does that even mean?
What do you think? It means I'm going to confiscate your clarinet.
Oh no, not the clarinet, Jimmy.
Would you do it for Amber?
I would do it for Miss. But something tells me you're just dropping names to get us to agree.
She's with me, and she needs your help.
Oh yeah? She sure lost a lot of weight, or you finally lost your mind, because I can't see you.
She's in the other room. She couldn't squeeze through.
I'll cut you a deal, Snoop. You bring me proof that little Miss is with you, and I'll falsify this report card of yours.
You mean the clearance?
What? Yeah, the clearance.
I'll be back.
Sure thing, Arnold.
Why is everyone calling you the random names?
That's a good question.
You got it?
No, they don't have anything to write with. You have your pencils with you?
Here you go, but be sure to get them back.
I'll be right back.
It falsifies paperwork. Yeah, it falsifies it in crayon.
There, does this qualify as proof to you? Now, show some integrity for once in your life and do this thing.
Whoa there! Are these the creator's tools? Where did a Snoop like you get these?
The Muffin Man gave them to me.
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man. Amber gave them to me, obviously. They have her initials and everything.
All right there, Snoop. Don't get all riled up. Show me that land deal you want to falsify.
You mean the clearance?
What? Yeah, sure, the clearance. There. Now, if you don't mind, me and John have some business to attend to. So, how about you hit the old dusty trail?
What now?
The old dusty trail.
Thank you, you're very helpful.
Oh, I thought you were
There's
stated.
an echo in here.
I stated, yeah.
There, all sorted out.
You didn't hurt them, did you?
I sure did. Lowlifes like that only understand one kind of language.
Oh no, Ted. Why are you always so mean to them?
What? No, it's expected with those two. Never mind that now. I got it sorted. Let's head back to that cop boyfriend of yours.
It's kind of fun and pootly. It's not got any actual real sort of thinking or puzzle solving thing like Anna's Quest or Agent A. It's more kind of poke the thing until you find the appropriate poll results.
And occasionally discover that the thing was disguised as another kind of thing all along. Well, we've got to honk the attic door again.
Wave the magic wand with the attic door.
It is kind of. I mean, my loft door is so annoying. I think they got all my loft door karma.
Are you even trying?
Oh, we don't use the sign clearance on Brian.
Maybe we just talk to him.
Are you even...
Good evening, Miss Ashworth, Mr. Ted. Got that clearance yet?
Is he making fun of us? I can't tell.
Not yet. We're working on it, Brian.
What?
I can't use that.
Right. Now, what?
You just said we're working on it, so is there something that still needs to do? Does it need stamping?
I can't use that.
Well, Ted said, let's go and try it on your cop boyfriend.
He did, didn't he?
Which implied to me that it was finished. But there's a wax
I'll take it with
over
me
here.
just in case. Maybe I'll need to read in the dark at some point or something.
On the thing.
I mean, that looks plausible, doesn't it?
Do what with it? I can't use that.
What? I'm now confused.
Come on. Are you hungry, horsey? Ted, do we have a wooden carrot for him? It's filled with attic stuff.
Good evening, Miss Ashworth, Mr.
Is he making fun of us?
Not yet. Poor thing, I bet he...
I'm not confused.
Do what with it?
Yes, there is a thing.
There was a thing in the walkthrough, yes, apparently. That was unobvious. And being told to come up here by Ted makes it unhelpful.
It is, yes.
This is definitely content control or something. You know, if he'd said, wait, we can't go back up there, we need to do this thing, rather than, this thing is entirely done, let's go. There, that tiny thing on the wall is a key. That little tiny, isn't it?
One tiny wall with the key.
I'll take this key with me, just in case.
Yes, that was definitely a search until you find the cushion.
There, now I got a stamp. All I need now is some ink.
That's true.
Hey, the key fits. Let's see what we have in here. I'll take the ink with me. If we wake up in 1789 tomorrow, I'll be all set. The convertible of death. The convertible of death. Very chic.
Very chic.
God.
Messy. Hopefully I won't get it all over my pockets. All done. Wow, forging documents is a lot of work.
So you don't use the stamp on the letter, use the letter on the stamp, then you get level up stars over your head.
That was unexpected.
Here you go, Mike. Signed by Jim. Mayor Mills himself.
Yes, here it is, and it's like totally real and not at all fake.
Well, everything seems to check out. Wait a minute, and enjoy the scenery, Miss Amber, Mr. Ted. It's a beautiful view of the city from here. Have a nice night.
You too, Brian.
Good night, Byron.
And that is apparently the end of chapter episode.
Alright, I guess we're going back there. You ready, Ted?
Give me a minute. I thought I left that place for good, you know. What about you? You haven't been there in some time at all.
Yeah, I think so. Besides, we have a case to solve.
You're right. Let's go.
Excelsior.
It kind of feels like going home.
God damn it. It really does.
Ted, I never asked you. What happened to your former partner?
He grew up.
Putros, darling. Right, I will stop there for Nori.